You need to sacrifice few things.
On his birthday, we did this skydiving, and that's my idea of understanding that that's what he would love as a romantic quotient. I think fear is an integral part of our lives, and the skill is in managing the fear. We cannot with utmost surety confirm that oh, things are rosy and it's going to last forever, and we can also not live in constant fear of kal din ko kya hoga, phir se ho gaya, ye ho gaya. I think having confidence in each other, having that faith and that unwavering passion towards each other is something that will allow us to deal with forthcoming situations and circumstances also. Why in a society is it okay that only a man has to be, in the forefront in a career-wise or any, a fame quotient or in any aspect? Why can't a woman be more successful, and yet it should not be a bone of contention between the two?
Admit, she is more successful. That's it. She's doing more work than I am doing. That's a fact.
A couple that travels together stays together. I have with me Rubina Dilaik and Abhinav Shukla, and they have this wonderful series coming up called Wanderlust. So we saw the trailer, we loved it, we loved the camaraderie between you two. So I have to ask, what was the most special moment during the shoot of this show?
That we were both together doing this.
Yes. And we got married again according to the local
Emirati culture.
Emirati, style, tradition, and in the original costumes. So that was a good, dive into the cultural, experience. And सुना था बहुत बार ये Arabic hospitality के बारे में वो देखा प्रत्यक्ष. So that is memorable. And I don't think we'll ever experience that again, but that was good.
Yep.
So which was the first place that you visited as
Vegas.
a couple? Vegas. That's quite fancy. How was it?
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Come on, let us know something.
No. We are very about it.
Okay. So I want to ask you that, Bigg Boss changed so many things for both of you. Both of you have received so much of love after that show. And I just read that, you have just completed like almost 8 years together, right? And I have read somewhere that after 7 years, the relationship takes a turn for either good or worse.
Good or worse. Yeah, I've also heard the same.
Yeah. So how is your 8th year going, and how is it different from the past 7 years?
But whose hypothesis is this? 7
It
years
is, and it is like a valid one because
Haven't you heard 7-year itch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, unless Jordan Peterson says it, I won't agree.
Okay, we will make him say that. Yes, it is. I mean, whatever the studies have shown, and of course they have some scientific backing to it, but we've experienced it in our relationship as well. That transitional phase that comes in your 7th towards 7th or the beginning of the 7th year, and either it takes off or it just blows out. Exactly is the case, and for us, I think it just took off, and we are at a good steady pace now.
Fans love you, and you are definitely couple goals for all of us. I have to ask you this. A lot of us, actually all of us, we imagine that our partner should be like this, our partner should be like that, but not many of us think that are we also a good partner or not, right? We don't think
absolutely.
that way. So what kind of efforts have you put in this relationship from your side to be a good partner?
The most important, I think, attitude of quality you need is sacrifice. You need to sacrifice few things to keep it's like a lot of things have to fit in place, have to be in perfect balance, and few things have to be sacrificed for the kashti bolte na to aage badhti rahe. So what is happening with our generation is that we have lost patience. Our attention spans are very less. We are constantly on the phone, and we have a lot of avenues and options. So that translates into not being able to sacrifice कि यार ये तो मेरा टाइम है, मैं तो ऐसे ही हूँ यार, मैं तो ऐसे ही करता हूँ ना, वो थोड़ा मैं तो ऐसे ही करता हूँ, वो थोड़ा change करना पड़ता है for things to go, and it happens in every relationship.
What have you sacrificed for the love of your life?
I have brought in changes which are good for me as well. For example, I've become very punctual. I've become more responsible with things. Procrastination has taken a back seat, or it is. I've become more patient. I mean, there's no option but to be patient, and it all works in our favor.
Correct.
What about you?
I have let go this desire of wanting things to be a certain way. I have, matlab, in great deals, I've worked with my short-temperedness. I've worked with my extreme fidgety nature of why this, how this, why not like this. So I have these temperamental issues wherein this has to be just like this or this can't be this way. So, and great amount of patience, as he rightly said that, you know, there are a lot of sacrifices, compromises in a positive light that we undergo to, you know, accommodate another life in our journey of our own lives. And we have to understand that why it is so important to, you know, firstly have each other with us during this journey, and if it is important enough for you, then you make those desirable changes for your own self. So I think for a relationship to last longer and have great memories along, the changes that you make for your own self actually proves better for you, and then it translates in the entirety of the whole relationship.
That's beautiful. So my next question is, because it's a travel show and sometimes adventure is a big part of travel for many people, right?
Correct.
So because you are so supportive towards each other, is there anything that you thought, I can't do this, but the other person pushed you to do it and you did it and you're like, thank God you pushed me to do
A
it?
jet ski, solo jet ski. He pushed me to do it. He's like, yeah, no, of course you can do it. No, I said, I cannot. I'm very bad at motor vehicles. I'm bad at handling and knowing and understanding, putting my brains together to brake, accelerate, clutch, and then I have major phobia of water, and open waters is like, oh, scariest thing. So yeah, he encouraged me and he said, yes, you can do it. Of course you have to do it and you should do it. It will be an experience. So he talked me into it and I was like, okay,
How did you feel after doing that?
great. Great that I can talk about it. It's like great.
What about you?
Before meeting her, my trips were planned in a way that, you know, there was always an objective. यार वो trekking जा रहे हैं, वहाँ पे camping करेंगे, वापस आ जाएंगे. So it was all about like trekking, camping, and you know, maybe, you know, going to a local pub, see the culture there. That's it. She has introduced that, you know, how you actually unwind, that luxury element, that you have to taste different food, you have to go out and, you know, like for example, we can give you one insight into that Vegas. We went for that theatrical show.
Oh yes.
Actually,
yes,
two
yes,
of them.
yes, yes.
I would
The
have
Broadways.
done it if
The Broadways,
she
yeah.
wasn't there. I would have been like firing M16 and AK-47s at a range and blowing up my money there. So that is the kind of change she has brought. So I've become more culturally engaging.
What's the most romantic thing that you have done for each other?
So his idea of romance is again just like him, full of thrill, excitement, and adventure. And what I believe is, on his birthday, we did this skydiving, and
Yeah.
that's my idea of understanding that that's what he would love as a romantic quotient or a romantic gesture. And yeah, though my heart was in my mouth, but still up from there I yelled, I love you.
वो सब ऐसे ही करते हैं.
नीचे पहुंच गई पापा.
सबकी बैंड बजती है. So, you know, especially the first dive, everybody's
my
like,
God, it's like-
I love. सब ऐसे ही कर रहे होते हैं.
फिर लगता भगवान बच जाऊं आज बस.
Yeah.
But that's what I feel, that, you know, romantic gesture to your partner should be what he defines romance in his language,
Yeah.
not the one that I think is romantic.
Love language, as you say.
Love
Yeah.
languages. So I think that's what is from my end.
What about you?
Which one? I think it should be the other way. What I have planned, she should say this one was the most romantic thing, not the other way.
No. But
Yeah.
that's the beauty of the question.
Because that's how I will also like come to know, like, okay, this is the kind of stuff which needs to be repeated.
It's your chance, you know,
Yeah.
that he would note down all those things and he
Correcto.
will surprised you with something similar to what you want?
Okay, so a couple of years back on my birthday, he took me to this wellness center, and wherein
Got it.
wherein there was, there was this whole itinerary of body, mind detox schedule, and it was peaceful birthday. We spent, I think, good 3 to 4 days or a week.
Yeah,
What was it
3
like?
days.
4 days.
I think it was 3. Okay.
Yeah, some 3-4 days, and all my days were like, waking up, getting into a regime, and then practicing yoga, and then eating clean, having a set schedule, going for massages, having therapies, then doing body cleansing, detoxification, a lot of holistic and stuff that involves naturopathy and yoga and panchkarma treatments to it, and I think uske baad abhi this birthday, last birthday,
Kerala.
yeah, Kerala, we had gone to this Ayurvedic center where again I was introduced to this Shirodhara treatment. Again, I'm a huge fan of Ayurveda, I'm a huge fan of Patanjali, huge fan of the entire yoga and holistic living. So when he knows and understands that, that's what I like. Again, it's like a love language.
Right.
So, yeah.
What about you? What has your lady done for you?
अभी तो बताया skydive.
She's done so many things. Like skydive was one of it. Then there was one birthday where
He
we
witnessed
were in Delhi.
She
just takes
Everest
me,
also.
Yeah, she just takes me. Everest one was the best, actually. The Bhutan one that tops the all. We were seated, on the left side of the aircraft, from where the pilot announces the peak you are watching on your left is Mount Everest.
Wow.
And you land into Bhutan, and that whole, that experience of landing into that capital is amazing because it's surrounded by greenery, and it's somehow like it takes a lot of skill to land there. And then that country is beautiful. People are amazing. So that one was best. Then there was this one in which she had planned all my friends would come at one point of time, and I had no idea. We were just sitting in a hotel, and suddenly one guy walks in, another guy walks in. I'm like, what are you guys doing here? Then I put 2 and 2 together. Acha, isne sab arrange kiya. So that was fun.
That really shows that you actually are couple goals, because you not only look good together, but you are actually good together.
Oh,
so to say, you have mentioned about that you went through a phase in your relationship was tough, right? And definitely you have come out of it, and we can see even off camera, you guys are very comfortable with each other. You guys are in love, and we can see that. But do you ever fear that what if such a phase comes again?
See, I think fear is an integral part of our lives, and the skill is in managing the fear. We cannot with utmost surety confirm that things are rosy and it's going to last forever, and we can also not live in constant fear of kal din ko kya hoga, phir se ho gaya, ye ho gaya. I think having confidence in each other, having that faith and that unwavering passion towards each other is something that will allow us to deal with forthcoming situations and circumstances also. Life throws some very uncertain deals and amount of stress and challenges. Nothing is hunky-dory, nothing is like straight, seedha, and so we are prepared for life to show us, throw us, give us great experiences, worst experiences, bad experiences, till the time we understand that how important it is for each other to be there for each other, and how important that element of respect is there for each other. I think the love and
It's
the
like
sense of
whole-
security is
yeah,
there.
The whole journey is called life. You grow up, you go to a school, from secondary, from high school you go to a secondary school. High school करके ऐसा तो नहीं लगता यार we have achieved everything. You have to go to the secondary. वहाँ करके लगता है अब तो college जाना है यार. Journey is not ended. College किया उसके बाद लगता है अब तो job चाहिए. Job ढूंढी उसके बाद लगता है यार अब तो you have to climb up the ladder. Then you get married and then you go like यार अब तो बच्चे होंगे. So you cannot be complacent that we are married, everything is fine now, things are gonna go smooth. Life will keep throwing difficulties and tough situations. You have to understand, it happens with everyone. Don't cry, don't whine, move on, fix it, fix the problem. It's as simple.
So when you met her, she was definitely a bigger star than you. Right now,
She
of
still
course.
is.
That's very humble of you to say, but I
It's
think
not, it's not humble. It is what it is.
no, I think after Big Boss, you agree with me, right? Like his popularity has shot to another level, and your music video
Absolutely.
together. Like as I mentioned that
Absolutely.
my mom is in love with you, and a lot of people are like banda ho to aisa hona chahiye. Like seriously, I'm telling you this
Absolutely.
like she won the show, but you won many hearts as well. So
Yeah.
that's a
Thanks.
given, right?
Thanks.
So from a woman's point of view, I have to ask, it's always where you are more successful at one point of time than your man. Many times a woman tends to overcompensate, tends to be like, I have to put in extra efforts to make him feel that, yes, I'm successful, but that doesn't mean that I take you for granted, or it's, I think women try harder. Did you ever feel that with him that you had to overcompensate at some point of time because of his success?
He has made me feel and be so comfortable with the fact that it is absolutely okay and normal for a woman to be more successful than a man. He has vocalized the thought that Rubina, today, tomorrow, at any given point in time, if you are at a higher ladder of success, fame-wise, money-wise, anything, I am there for you to understand that it is normal, and we have to normalize it. Why in a society is it okay that only a man has to be, in the forefront in a career-wise or any, a fame quotient or in any aspect? Why can't a woman be more successful, and yet it should not be a bone of contention between the two? So he has always given that comfort. He has always said that it is absolutely normal, and I would say he has made sure that this is just as normal as him being
See,
more
you have
successful.
to be practical about it. It is what it is. I mean, somebody would be a fool who doesn't admit she is more successful. That's it. She's doing more work than I'm doing. That's a fact. So if I try to say, nahi yaar, hum dono barabar hain, that's when she needs to compensate. Ki yaar, don't worry, I'm just still the same. Don't think I'm become a star. But now I know she's successful than me. But that's profession. Once she's at home, she's my wife. Once she's at her place, she's her mom's daughter. Once she's at my family's place, she is Rubina, hamari beti hai. That's it. So once that is clear, there is no issue. So we are not competing like professionally.
We actually don't bring our baggages home. So
And
I think
professionally, we are not
professionally-
competing. We are we are not vying for the same place. So professionally, we are sorted. There is no वो element of कि यार उसने मेरी जगह खा ली, उसने खा ली. नहीं है वैसा. We are secure there. At home, we don't talk about work and how we are in the outside world. At home, we are husband wife and things go smooth. And I have no problem accepting the fact that it is what it is. She is more successful. A lot of people use euphemism आते हैं. अच्छा रबीना आपको देखा है, आप तो बहुत बड़ी स्टार हैं. And then they see me and they're like, नहीं सर आप भी हैं. I'm okay भाई. She is. Like, that's a fact. And it is how life is. So yeah.
I think you have given another reason to your fans to love you even more.
Absolutely.
And I think you should accept that after Big Boss, you have become a very big star.
He
And you
is,
should-
he is.
Yeah, you should know.
I meet my
exactly.
fans
Yeah.
now. They have a special mention for him. I have female fans. They would just innocently say it, "Ma'am, your husband. We are a greater fan for him," and it is like a moment of great pride for me.
Yeah.
I take so much pride in watching his fans love, adore, just glue around him. It's. I have said that I am a fan of my man, and this is it's very honest. It's a honest confession. I have adored him in his in his ad films. I have loved him the way he used to represent himself in Raymond's ad. Then was Asian Paints ad where he was an army guy. I mean, there was this body lotion thing where he has that hide and seek between his on-screen wife and the bacha comes and all that. He's done such amazing work. So I think the definition of success is very कैसे कहते हैं ना, subjective and relevant to
Yeah,
time and
success is
everything.
very subjective.
Yeah, that's
सबकी struggle same है.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be relative.
But his body
guy
of
who's
work is
done-
like wow.
Yeah.
A guy who's done like 2 films, यार मेरे को ये वाली करनी है.
Yeah.
Guy who has won an award, यार मेरे को वो वाला जीतना है. A guy who's got like 100 million followers, उसको लगता है उसको 140 चाहिए, 400 चाहिए, billion चाहिए. A guy, singer who's got like 200 million views on YouTube says यार उसके 500 है, मेरे को वो चाहिए. That's normal. Success is always will be relative. You cannot compare two people; they are at par. There's somebody always more sorted, more, financially more sound, more successful, more. But what is success for me? Success is balance. Do I go to a home where what I need is there? Yes. Am I happy right now? Yes. Am I whining and fretting too much about my present because I want a brighter future, which कोई guarantee नहीं है भाई. आज बैठे हो, कल anything can
Absolutely.
happen. So why just slog now for a brighter future which is gonna happen after years? So live the life. So I'm happy with what I've done. I'm happy with where I'm going to be. There's no regret.
Absolutely. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for
Thank you.
talking to us,
Thank
and I'm
you.
sure this show is going to be huge hit. I think you already know that whenever you are on any video on YouTube, the views are just soaring high and high
That's
and
what
high.
we want great things for this show also.
Yeah,
we really
absolutely.
want.
Yes. Thank you so much, and stay
We
fabulous
want
as you
great
are.
things for this series so that we get the next one.
Yes. Here's your clue on Pink Villa.
ना MX player would say अभी तुम चलो इधर.
अभी हो गया.
हाँ अभी चलो अभी चलो.
Hi guys, this is Abhinav Shukla and this is
Rubina the Lake, and if you've liked this video, so please like, share, subscribe to.
Pink Villa.
Oh yeah.